I will give thanks to you, O Lord, with my whole heart. I will tell of all your wondrous things. I will be glad and rejoice in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. When my enemy turns backward, they shall be feeble and perish before your face. For you maintain my judgment and my right. You sit upon the throne, judging in righteousness. You rebuke the nations, and the ungodly man destroys himself. You blotted out their name in their lifetime and unto ages of ages. The swords of the enemy are completely forsaken, and you pulled down their cities. Their memory was destroyed with a noise. But the Lord abides forever. He prepared his throne in judgment, and he shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall judge the peoples in uprightness. The Lord is also a refuge for the poor man, a helper in seasons of affliction. And let those who know your name put their hope in you. For you, O Lord, do not forsake those who seek you. Sing to the Lord who dwells in Zion. Proclaim his dealings among the nations. For he who avenges blood remembers them. He does not forget the cry of the poor. Have mercy on me, O Lord, and see how my enemies have humbled me. You who raise me up from the gates of death, that I may proclaim all your praises. In the gates of the daughter of Zion, I will rejoice in your salvation. The nations are trapped in the destruction they caused. Their foot is caught in the trap they hid. The Lord is known in the judgments he makes. The sinner is caught in the works of his hands. Let sinners be turned back into Hades, and all the nations who forget God. For the poor man shall not be forgotten in the end. The patience of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Lord, and do not let man prevail. Let the nations be judged in your presence. Set a lawgiver over them, O Lord, and let the nations know that they are men. Why do you stand afar off, O Lord? Why do you disregard me in times of affliction? When the ungodly man behaves arrogantly, the poor are set afire. Let him be caught in the counsels he ponders. For the sinner praises himself in the desires of his soul. and the unjust man blesses himself. The sinner provokes the Lord. He will not seek him out because of the fullness of his wrath. God is not before him. His ways are defiled in every season. Your judgments are removed from his face. He shall rule over all his enemies. For he said in his heart, I will not be shaken. From generation to generation, I will be without trouble. His mouth is full of cursing, bitterness, and deceit. Suffering and pain are under his tongue. He lies in ambush with the wealthy. He kills the innocent in hidden places. His eyes look intently at the poor. He lies in ambush in a hiding place, like a lion in his den. He lies in wait to seize the poor man, to drag him away. He will humble him in his snare, but he will bend down and fall when he rules over the poor. For he said in his heart, God forgets. He turned his face so as never to see it. Arise, O Lord God. Let your hand be lifted high, and do not forget your poor. Why has the ungodly man provoked God? For he said in his heart, you will never call me to account for this. But you do see, you do perceive the suffering and pain, that you might deliver them into your hands. Therefore, the poor man will be left to you. You give help to the orphan. Break the arm of the sinner and the evil man. His sin shall be sought, and because of it, he will not be found. The Lord will reign, but you, O nations, you will perish from his earth. The Lord hears the desire of the poor. Your ear heeds the readiness of their heart, to judge the orphan and the humble, that man may no longer increase his great boasting upon the earth.